Hi everyone, it's Vicky here and welcome back to another card making video. Today I'm featuring the Large Die of the Month Club by Spellbinders, and it features lots and lots of dies, and I will be using some of them for my card today. You can create put together a little dinosaur with a tutu as well as a crown if you want. It gives you lots of leaves and flowers to create flower compositions, and you also get dies to put together an adorable dog along with slippers as well as a bone. So anyway, I'm going with the dinosaur today, and as you can see, I've already cut out the pieces that I will use for my card today. I cut out everything from white cardstock because I'm planning to use my sponge daubers and just color everything with distress oxide inks. You can definitely go ahead and use pattern paper to cut out your pieces. You can either choose to go with colored cardstock, which is a technique that I absolutely love and I go with many times. However, for some reason today, I was so attracted by my distress oxide inks, so I thought I should do that. Now, I will be switching different colors. I am going with pinks and purples for my dinosaur. I will be using yellow and orange for my flowers, as well as a couple of shades of green for the leaves and the stems. Now you will find all the colors that I used linked down below in the description, just like always. To make my life easier, I keep all those little pieces on top of a grip mat. This is a mat that is made out of the same material as the clear stamps, so the paper you can see grabs on top of it and they don't move around as I am inking everything with my sponge daubers. Now another thing that I can give you, another tip that I can give you is that all the sponge daubers that you see here are labeled in a little case as oxide ink daubers. This way I know that I never use them for other dye inks, either the distress inks or any other type, because they will contaminate your ink pads. Just use the blending tools for the oxides, only for those. Now you can see here I have colored up pretty much everything. Now it's time to assemble my little pieces. So you will find that to put together the dinosaur there are three different parts. The belly and that thing with the spikes on top. I'm going to put everything together, and then I did cut out a crown out of gold cardstock. I'm going to put that on top. I think this dinosaur would make a great focal element for birthday cards for kids. And now here I'm going to turn it into being super adorable. So I used the die to cut out a tutu. I used vellum for the tutu, and I added a little bit of glue at the top. It's not going to show that much. I didn't have glue for vellum, the one that is transparent. I couldn't find it anywhere, but I think it turned out okay. You will see at the photos at the end, it doesn't show that much. Now my focal point is ready. For the eye, I'm going to add a tiny piece of double-sided tape at the back, so the front you end up having the adhesive exposed, and this way I can drop inside that black eye that I have already cut out. Now I'm going to go ahead and put together the flowers. For the flowers there are three parts for the flower that you stick on top of the stem. So here first you add the bigger part. Then I did cut out the center of the flowers by using gold cardstock. You will see I'm going to stick it here. And there are indentations on the petals, so when you cut it out you know exactly where you are supposed to stick those tiny pieces. But to tell you the truth, they are very forgiving. Don't worry too much about that. Everything is going to look just fine. Now a tip that I can give you for those flowers is you can go with a darker cardstock for the back and with a lighter one for the front. This way you end up making them looking more dimensional, and of course you can go with foam tape if you want to make them even more dimensional. Now I have all the elements ready to go. Let's work on my panel. For the panel I'm going for a window card. You can definitely turn it into a shaker card if you like. So I'm going to use this die and cut out the window. Again, the dies that I'm playing with now were included in the kit. I'm also going to place one inside the other, secure them together, and then I'm going to cut out a frame that I used gold cardstock to do that. Now this piece is the inside of that panel. I'm going to ink it up just a little bit with a bluish color. Again, I'm using Distress Oxide ink here. And then this step is completely optional. If you are into splatters, you can go ahead and do that. If you don't like it, just stop here. I'm just going to add the same ink on my glass mat, apply a little bit of water, and then add some splattering all over this panel. Now I'm being quite careful so I don't end up with blue splatters on my main focal pieces. That's why I used my hand to just kind of control where they're going to fall. Anyway, I'm going to put together the card now since I have all the elements ready. And for the sentiment, I used a set of dies that I have for about a year ago. I am going to link it down below. This is by Spellbinders and it gives you lots of sentiments along with the die to cut out the outlines. So I'm just putting that together. I'm going with thank you. So here I'm putting together the thank and then I will put the exact same way the word you. So I cut it out of gold cardstock to match all the rest of the details, and then for the back I went with white. Now my card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, a standard card base. I placed the window panel on top by using foam squares at the back, and now I'm going to pop inside that other piece that I inked up, and it's going to fall in place. Now it is time to play along with all the cutout pieces, try to decide on the composition, and once I'm happy with the outcome, I'm going to go ahead and stick them down. For some of the elements I'm going with foam squares at the back, for others I'm just going to glue them down with my liquid glue. And then of course all that's left to do is to add a sentiment. I went with thank you. I'm going to stick them down. And I did use foam squares at the back to add dimension on this one. And you can finish off your card by adding some gems if you like. I did add a dot of white on the eye just to give it more life. So here are some close-up photos on the card that I shared for today. I hope that you had fun, that you got inspired. Links to everything I used can be found down below in the description. Thank you all so much for joining me today and I'll see you all next time.